welcome back to Andrea Gamero Coaching and NoPainAllGain.ca. Today we're going to be discussing your holiday vision. So your holiday vision has everything to do with how you are going to experience the holidays. Deciding on what your family finds important for the holidays is a really important step to make sure that everybody's needs get met during the holiday season. Now, this is something that we have done for the last 2 years, and we would not miss it for the world. It's a very simple step. It's sitting down together as a family and filling out a form that gives the highlights for what everybody would like to have for their holiday celebration. So I will link the holiday planner that we use below so that you can use it. Feel free to change it in any way you would like to fill in the things that are really important to you. But I think it's a really great guideline for how you can make sure that everybody's needs are met and you have the best holiday season ever. So, as I mentioned before, how you use this vision planner is completely up to you. So whether you're single or whether you have a family, you can use it in whatever way it works best for you. You can also use it for whichever holiday you are going through, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, just whatever holiday is coming up for you that you want to make sure is extra special. But we're going to use it in the context of Christmas because that is right around the corner. So let's jump right in and start analyzing each of the sections so that you know how to fill it out and get the best this holiday season. So our planner is divided into two categories. It's activities and must-haves. So with the activities column, that's pretty basic. It's right there. It's already filled out for you. You can always cross it off and add something different there if there's something that you want to focus on that I didn't. And then in the next column over, the must-haves, that's where you're going to be filling in the details of what each family member really wants to have happen during the holidays. Because let's face it, everybody has the things that makes Christmas feel like Christmas. And so with that in mind, you want to make sure that everybody feels they're being heard and that their ideas are going to be met. Because the worst thing to do is come out of the holiday season and have your children say, "Didn't even feel like Christmas." And yes, that happened to me one year, and that's why I do this every year now, is to make sure that everybody's needs are getting met. Because I want to make sure that everybody is happy and has great memories of that Christmas season, or whichever holiday we happen to be celebrating. And with this holiday planner, I don't have to guess if everybody's having a good time. I know they will, because we're including everything that makes it special for them. So let's start with the first category, which is holiday theme. So you may think, well, it's Christmas, there's your theme. Well, not necessarily. So this could be anything from beach, nativity, joyful, thoughtful, traditional. It could be a beach holiday. It could be Christmas away, Christmas at home. It could be pretty much anything you can think of. It could be going to a ranch. It could be extended family vacation. Whatever the theme or things that are happening around that vacation that year, that you can include in your theme. And then the other thing you want to think about is, are you going to be doing a lot of decorating, or is it going to be minimalist? Are you going away for this vacation for a family extended family Christmas celebration? Well, then if you're going out of town, do you really want to decorate your home? Is it going to be worth it? Do you have family members that really enjoy a lot of decorations? Because if they do, you want to make sure that their needs are getting met. I mean, with all the temperature changes and access to sunlight during the day between December and February, depending on where you live in the world, it can be a very lonely and sad time for some people. So having a lot of decorations and lights up can be really helpful for some people's mental health. So sometimes going through that little bit of extra effort can be really, really helpful in making it a joyous and a happy season for everyone. So the next category is the foods we want. So these are the snacks and treats and things that you want to have around the house for quick access in case you have guests over or just for the family that's there. For me, my mom's side of the family was from Norway, so the Norwegian cookies and treats were a big part of my holiday tradition, and I've shared that with my family. So for me, having those special Norwegian cookies and things, special drinks, that's what makes it really special for me. My husband is from El Salvador, so we try to have some of his treats and traditional things as well, so that both sides are getting the things we need. We also live a fair distance away from our immediate family, for me and for my husband. So we usually do Christmas on our own, just our family unit, and then maybe Zoom or that kind of a thing for the extended family groups, or chat, that kind of a thing. But so for us, we want to make sure we're not too homesick and missing our extended family. We want to make sure that some of our traditions are met for the foods that we want to have. So for us, some of the examples that we have, peppercocker, sunscorpa, gingerbread. A new Canadian recipe we found is moose farts that we all really like. Plus, it has a really fun name. And then drinks that we kind of like, non-alcoholic cider and pumpkin spice latte. And there's some sparkling non-alcoholic juices as well that we'll grab for Christmas Eve and for New Year's Eve meals as well. So having those kind of things around, and then any new recipes that my kids have come across over the year that we want to try, we'll throw those in as well. But we just make sure that, if people want shortbread, it's there for them. If they want peppermint bark, it's there. But in order to have all the foods we want, having it on that list, make sure that nobody's foods get missed, and also so that I can schedule the making of them so that they're made before the holiday is over, because we know how fast December 1st to 31st goes once it hits. So you want to make sure of that, and then also so that you can have it for your grocery list. It makes it super easy if you know ahead of time what you're going to be making. It's on your grocery list, and it'll be in the cupboards and on the shelves for you to eat when people want to reach for them. So that's how we fill out that category. The next category is TV movies or shows that we want to see. So I'm sure there's some of those old favorite movies, Christmas movies from the past, that it's just not Christmas if you don't get to see them. And when I was a kid, before VHS was out, and DVDs and all those things that you could actually watch a movie when it wasn't shown the first time on TV, it's a lot easier now to get all those in. Back then, we would be scouring the TV guide as soon as it would come in the newspaper, so that we could make sure that we scheduled when things like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came on, or Sound of Music, or those kind of things, so that we didn't miss those super special shows for us. Now it's a lot easier. We have DVDs, VHS, cable has them running constantly, Netflix, Amazon Prime. You can usually find those movies. But if you don't know what your family wants to watch, it makes it hard to make sure they get to see it. Because if you don't plan it, it doesn't usually happen. So by writing down the movies that everybody wants to watch, then you make sure that nobody's stuff gets missed. Plus, if somebody really wants to watch a special film that's important to them, but the rest of the family doesn't want to watch it, now's a good time to say that when that that show gets mentioned, you can say, you know what, I really don't want to watch that again, but you go ahead, watch it whenever you want. And that way, they're not waiting for everybody else to watch it with them. They can just jump in and watch it when they have a chance. And then, again, their needs are getting met because they get to see it. And everybody's happy because the movies that everybody doesn't want to see together, they don't have to see those either. So what are some movies that we really like? Well, we really love this new movie came out last year called Journey to Bethlehem. It is a musical. It's fabulous. Funniest thing is that on my Spotify list this year, when my favorites list of the year came out, Journey to Bethlehem was the number one album that I listened to in 2024. Actually, no, it wasn't Spotify, it was Apple Music. But, so Journey to Bethlehem happened to be my favorite album that I had listened to last year. So, yeah, they're really great movie. It'll definitely be on our list for this year. Another oldie is White Christmas. Absolutely love that Bing Crosby movie. The Grinch with Cumberbatch in it. That's already been added to our list for this year. The list goes on and on. Sound of Music will also be there as well. There'll be lots of others, but that's just kind of a sampling of some of the things that we will definitely be watching. In years past, we love watching the Hallmark movie marathon. My kids are now teenagers, so those have been nixed for this year, but that's okay. I'll sneak those in when I have time. So the list can truly be endless. Add whatever you want. You can add movies that are coming to the theater, to the movie theater as well if you want, or productions that are, just things live theater as well. But movie, TV shows, it's really helpful to know what everybody wants to see so that it gets included and everybody has a good time. So the next category is activities. So we all know that, once the holiday season begins, December 1st to 31st, it goes by really, really quick. So it's important to know what activities everybody wants to include and get them scheduled so you don't run out of time. So this could include anything from going ice skating to driving around and looking at all the Christmas lights, getting to the mountains, going, musical events, visiting friends, going caroling. The list is really endless. So just make sure that whatever activity, outdoor, indoor, with friends, just make sure you get those scheduled in your calendar so that you don't miss them and that everything gets included. This can be really fun because it's a great way to brainstorm different possibilities you might not have thought of and to try new things that you haven't done in years past. So I hope you have fun with this category. I know my kids really love it. So the next category is Christmas dinner menu. So this one is, it's pretty straightforward for us. We kind of have the same thing almost every year. And my husband is from El Salvador, so we make our turkey the Salvadoran way. And so it makes it a little bit spicier, makes it very flavorful. And then that's our Salvadoran aspect of Christmas dinner. And then there are the side dishes that can vary, but most often it is Brussels sprouts. I love to have Brussels sprouts. And last year, this last Thanksgiving, my kids started to appreciate the Brussels sprouts as well. So that's a big win. But then, sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes, green beans, salad, buns, homemade buns that I make, cranberry sauce that I make as well. We have gravy. None of us are really into stuffing, so we kind of skip that part. And then any other recipes that the kids might have come across that they want to try this year. We always try to stay open to new things coming in, but make sure that all the traditional stuff, the stuff that it's just not Christmas dinner without it, we make sure that those get included as well. So you can have fun with this and include whatever you want. And the great thing about it is that you've got leftovers for a week. And so it makes meal planning the week after really easy as well. So I hope you enjoy this category and make sure you get everything on there that you want to have. And then of course for desserts, usually pumpkin pie and then whatever new dessert that my daughter comes up with. Again, stay open to new ideas and while keeping the traditional foods that we really like as well. And then another category is our New Year's Eve menu. So, as I mentioned before, my husband is from El Salvador, so we, in the last couple of years, have started doing pupusas for New Year's Eve dinner. And pupusas are a uniquely Salvadoran food item. And what it is it's a dough made of either corn masa or rice masa. And inside of it is cheese and beans. Usually you can put other things in it as well. You can put in chicken or fish, or some people get quite creative with it. But for us, it's the cheese and the beans. And so I'll make the beans, the Salvadoran beans, beforehand. Grate all the cheeses that need to be included. And I make the pupusa salsa. And then my husband is quite good at, he is the expert at actually molding them together to make the pupusas, and he does the frying of them. So it's a very family together activity. He's taught the kids how to do it over the years, and so they'll come and help out until they get tired of it. And we'll make tons, and so that we have it leftovers for the next couple of days as well, because it is fairly labor intensive. So we only do it every couple of months or so when Ricardo starts feeling the need to have pupusas again. And this is really helpful to keep him from feeling homesick. It is really nice to be able to to end the old year and start the new year having pupusas. So it helps us to feel very connected with our Salvadoran relatives in the south. And yes, they're absolutely delicious. So it's a really huge treat for all of us to be able to have pupusas. So that's what we would add for our New Year's Eve. And then we'll usually have like a sparkling non-alcoholic wine or fruit juice as our special drink. And another thing that I really love to have for snacks and treats is Nanaimo bars. If you're not Canadian, if you're not from BC, you may not even know what Nanaimo bars are, but they're like my favorite little treats. So so those are the foods that we make sure are on the menu every year so they don't get missed out. So in conclusion, you have the choice to make your Christmas season average or spectacular. And the holiday planner is a really great way to make sure that everybody's expectations are going to be met so you can make this an incredible holiday season. And I can't stress enough how much pressure this has taken off of me to spend this 15 minutes, half an hour with my family planning this out every year. I mean, I don't have to wonder if they're having a great holiday because I know they are. Their needs are going to be met, and I know that we are going to just have a wonderful Christmas season together. So feel free to download the Christmas Vision Planner that I've included in the comments below. Copy it, share it with your friends if you like, and just enjoy it. Have fun with it. It's super fun to do. Doesn't take a lot of time, but I can guarantee you it's going to make your holiday season so much less stressful and a lot of fun. I'm hoping you have a wonderful Christmas season. Thank you so much for joining me. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. So thank you so much, and I hope we see you next time. Bye for now. Did you know that one-on-one coaching is a great way to break through the boundaries that are holding you back in life? Well, that's what I do. I help people look at their lives through a different perspective and help them find ways to break the things that are holding them back. I also specialize in fibromyalgia and chronic illness, and I can help people gain their health back, get control of their pain and symptoms from chronic illness so that they can live the best lives possible. So if you're interested in this, please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I'd be more than happy to sit down with you for a one-on-one free consultation to see if working together would be a good fit for both of us. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you understand what an incredible person you are and how much God loves you and wants you to be part of His world. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.